Hello there, welcome to another Swigging Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews. And we're nearly at the end of the Olympic Games, and haven't our Olympians done fantastic again? What an amazing games. They never seem to cease to impress me. It almost looked like halfway through games I thought, we're probably not going to do as well this time. I don't know why. I just thought maybe, I don't know. Especially with rowing, they didn't do quite so well, did they? And we struggle with team sports with GB, don't we? Because obviously we're four effectively separate countries, so it's difficult for everyone to sort of come together. But absolutely incredible again. Up to 20 golds. It's unbelievable. I watched a really fascinating documentary on BBC called Gold Rush. You should, if you've not watched it, check it out. It's in 3 parts and it tells you about how we've come so far since 1996, where we had an absolutely terrible Olympic Games in Atlanta, and I didn't realise how bad that Games was until watching that documentary. I probably started watching Olympic Games around about Athens. I was in my last year at uni, I think, and I remember watching Athens, watching Olympic Games, and really getting into it and getting into all different sports, and finding it quite interesting. And I've sort of like gradually followed it. And I remember Beijing, and we had a massive overall. But it's interesting to see how lottery funding sort of came in, and John Major had a bit of a role in that as well, and trying to get our sporting, our sort of athletes more professional, so they didn't have to do 2 jobs. Because even in Atlanta, a lot of our athletes were sort of balancing full-time jobs, and then every time they had a respite or an holiday, they were practicing flat out in gym to train. So in Kelly Holmes' story is quite interesting like that. Anyway, I'm going on a bit of a random tangent here, but it really fascinating. You should watch it, Gold Rush. Really interesting. But yeah, it's fascinating stories, and look where we are now. I mean, coming second in Rio, coming third in London, and all them golds that we won. Unbelievable how far we've come, really. And it's the fact that it's so broad, the spectrum of medals. It's not just cycling, it's not just rowing. I mean, show jumping, in taekwondo, boxing. I mean, we've always been pretty good with the boxing that way, but also shooting. What was the one the other day where they were competing in all different sports? It's like something-a-thon. There's like decathlon, triathlon, heptathlon, all these things. So yeah, really good, and we did well in the football, didn't we, this year? It's been a really good year, so I'm really dead proud of our athletes. And also, we've got another day. We've got Sunday, and I think Josh Kenny, the cyclist, he could end up getting another gold, or Jack Carlin, I think it is, the cyclist that's getting in there now. Because just as an era of cyclists disappear, like Chris Hoy and the other famous guy, I can't remember his name now. But as they've sort of disappeared, a new breed or a new era of cyclists are coming through. Really exciting to watch. So hopefully in Paris, in only 3 years' time, we've got to wait. So it's sad, isn't it, when the Olympic Games finish? It's like when the Euros finish or when the World Cup finish. It's almost like all this big party, all this excitement, anticipation, especially if your team do well, So yeah, so hopefully tomorrow they might even have a couple more. I think there's that girl, isn't there? What's her name? Something Price, isn't it? The Welsh girl who was in the finals of the boxing as well. So hopefully we'll get something there. So good luck, and fantastic. Thank you. I'm going to say this to our athletes. Thank you for doing a fantastic job. Even those that haven't won goals, that have even got 4th places. It's all about competing. It's all about giving it your best shot. And there's so many of our athletes, even the rowers, when I'm watching the rowing, a lot of us came 4th, and because we didn't get that gold, it pushes us right down the medal table. But they were so close, some of those 4th place positions, just off the medals. And my heart goes out to them, but I'm sure they'll come back and we'll see another cracking Olympic Games. So anyway, let's get on to the beer. So today, we have got Bohemia Craft Lager. Alright, Bohemia Craft Lager. This comes in at 4.7%. A lot of beers come in at 4.7%, don't they? Butcombe Brewing Co. Quite like the little map. Always got to have a little giggle, haven't you, at that name, Butcombe. Little childish laugh. And then the bottle cap's quite nice as well, so we can focus that in. Is that going to focus? No, it's probably not, I don't think. So anyway, we have like a bridge. So it's Bristol, so that's the bridge at Bristol, I believe. A lot of their beers used to be sort of themed around trains and that sort of stuff. That's where Brunel were born in it, around Bristol, I think. Brunel, around there. So anyway, the famous Victorian engineer. Let's see what it looks like in the glass. So far we've talked about Brunel, Victorian engineering, steam trains on beers, and athletics, and the World and the Euros. We've not talked about any beer yet. Lovely colour, lovely colour. I think that there'll be condensation on this glass. It's cold, but I think it might be slightly hazy. That I think it is. Okay, I've got about a finger's worth of light fluffy head. Ooh, yeah. I'm getting a really nice crisp, slightly herbal, slight biscuit. Really fresh, slightly fresh cut grass a little bit as well. Bit of a grassiness. I think the noble hop is definitely in this. Possibly, I don't know. I think I've already read the back of this anyway, so what does it? Because I did the preview of the beer selection. So I do like normally to just review the beer without reading the back, but I did read all the back when I did my little preview of what's going off in the little beer selection at the moment. So yeah, cheers. That's lovely. Another good beer. I've had 3 beers from these guys so far, this little beer festival. All been lovely. That's really nice. Oh god, that's nice. Yeah. Getting a bit of melon on that. A little bit of like a melon. Yeah. It is, it's like a watermelon. Remember Jolly Ranchers? Their watermelon sweets. Oh, it tastes like, a lot of people didn't like them. I really used to like the watermelon ones. It's got a little bit of that and a little bit of an edge of that on it, for me. Be a little bit lemony. Got a nice crisp finish to it. Lovely body, refreshing. Really nice, really nice. Very long, that is it. Yeah, nicely refreshing. Nice little bitterness on it. A bit dry on the back end. It's just really refreshing, and it's got a lovely gentle fruitiness. For me, it's melony. It's got that real nice melony. I'm talking about a girl or something, but it's got that melon that runs all the way through it for me, which is really like that softness, almost like you get that sometimes from like a mosaic hop. I don't think there's mosaic hops in this because it's not got that vibrancy of that hop character, but it's definitely got like that really nice soft fruitiness going through. Anyway, let's read what it says. There are craft beers, and then there are Bohemia craft beer. Brewed for the beatniks, created against convention, made by Mavericks. A bold, crisp, refreshing lager with a style of its own. Prized noble hops provide a distinct spicy, earthy and floral notes with a smooth bitterness. Born to stand out, we are the alternative. Drink it in. Yeah, we are the alternative. Drink it in. Yeah, get you. Yeah, really nice, great. Butcombe Brewing, Rington, Bristol. What the brewery's like? You know, is there a date on when the brewery was established? I don't know if it's. I think it's quite old. I don't know. I seem to feel like the maybe in the 90s. I feel like that wasn't what it might be. So I'm just going to decline that. Someone's trying to phone me. Some number that I don't recognise, so I'm going to ignore it. Someone's probably trying to sell me something. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it, being phoned? I tell you something, I have phonophobia, and I hate people phoning me, even people that I know. But when it's a number I don't recognise, I just think, And when there's that, they have that pause now, don't they? So like when it is a number you just answer, you think, oh, I'm going to answer it this time, and it's like there's that pause first. It's like, oh gosh, it's a call centre, they're going to try and sell me something. Just before you press cancel, they just get the voice comes in and like, I don't know. I just hate having to deal with phones. Full stop. I'd rather talk to people face to face. I'll do anything I can not to phone people. It's the same at work. I always run around different departments trying to get older people and talk to them. I don't come across very well on the phone, if I'm honest with you. So, you know, something I should work on, I suppose. But yeah, I'm more of a face to face kind of guy. So anyway, back to the beer. Really nice. See this? This was £1.29. £1.29 a bottle, well worth it, really nice, really refreshing, really crisp. Get us in a few of them, really nice. Put them in the fridge. Yeah, another really strong beer. Let's finish it and give it a rating. It is a lager with a bit of a difference, that. Definitely. It says craft lager on it, yeah, I'd agree with that. I'm going to give that. By the way, try their beers out on cask. This brewery, Butcombe Brewery, really nice. They've got some nice bottled beers as well in Co-op. Co-op's really good for beers at the moment. Also, they source loads of beers from different breweries, especially if you're bored of what I find at Tesco's now is all they sell is other breweries under Green King or breweries under Marsden, and that's it. You don't really get much else. Whereas if you go to Co-op, you get a lot more independent breweries, you know, depending on where you live, of course. And I noticed there was some Butcombe there. Anyway, I digress again. What am I going to give this? I'm going to give it an 8.8 out of 10. I think it's a rate something. I think I gave an 8.8 the other night as well, didn't I? It's another 8.8. Yeah, it's really good. Top stuff. Get some of that. Excellent beer. You'll not feel shortchanged by that at all. I think it's really good. On another day, I might even rate that a bit higher. You know. Oh, my face changed colour a bit then, didn't it? It went a bit more redder. Anyway, so see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next review. Ta-ra!